Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Bobcats will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So the Eagles offense who will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance. Ready to fire from the pistol.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off the boot, looking for his man. Finds his tight end. Knocked off his feet. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Pulls and fires complete.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bennett. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. And the Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
He's definitely going to want that one back. Man, they put a nice drive together. That's the opening drive you want. Start driving the football down the field, having success, and then you just get just a little bit aggressive, a little bit greedy, making the throw, forcing it into coverage, and throwing the interception.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's talk for just a second about Ohio. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the move. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out.
Finding some room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Pugh. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. Touchdown, Ohio! Along the sideline, got it in the end zone. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with a sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Give to the single back. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Bobcats are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Ohio! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he tacks on the extra point. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to...
Sends it downfield. He's got it down the left. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Eagles! He got a step and just dusted the field. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio sends out the offense to start this drive. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. He'll do it himself. Might have a chance. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Fumble.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Looking to throw, it's Kim. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Eagles have it with a first and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bennett. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Pressure coming. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
So now it's second and long. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on first and 10 from the 29. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Bobcats will line it up on first and 10. He goes right back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Complete downfield.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And the Bobcats will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Bobcats!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Bringing it back. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Kim. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Bennett. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 3 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Tigers, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Checking in with the Bobcats head coach at the half, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Finds the tight end, and he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Eagles in the hurry-up. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities.
Trying to beat the D deep. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the catch. It's Hodges. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. And the Bobcats in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Could be an alley. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range. Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes. Like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
For Eastern Michigan here on the sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. The throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
We got a close game here in the 3rd quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3-and-out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Just feeds the running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the 2nd half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Bobcats with the 1st and 10. Soften them up with the run. Now to throw. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Into the 3rd quarter of this edition of Midweek Action, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Throws it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in his game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Let it go! They think there's room to run to the right here. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell, but good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Kim. Firing to the right, complete. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the 1st down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this... Oh, he's got some space! Over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Oh, he's got a chance! Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Being chased. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense, applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
3rd down after the run. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Bobcats will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the button. Oh, and the ball's out on the return. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And they could not afford that giveaway on special teams. Of course, they're losing. They need another possession to get back in this one. And now handing it back to the opponent, they might find themselves in an even deeper hole.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. And they're able to get him down. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Quickly complete. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Touchdown, Ohio! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Back to throw, it's Kim. Under fire. Unleashes one. Lost, the defense is wide open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Eastern Michigan going fast.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Complete.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
This has been